Crash Bandicoot, you banished me to the past. But all it did was give me more time to plan your doom.
I am Lou Studdert. I am a producer at Toys for Bob, and we're the developers of Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. So what we're looking at here is something that we unveiled at Opening Night Live, and this is a look at what we call flashback tapes. It's a brand new feature in Crash Bandicoot, and it's something that I'm really excited to talk about because it's these devious kind of puzzle test rooms that actually take place before the events of Crash Bandicoot 1. And so players are going to be discovering these in the levels. They actually have to pick up the flashback tapes in a level by reaching them without dying. It's actually our homage to the original death roots that were in the original trilogy. And one of the ways that we're kind of trying to balance this old and new in the level design question is we're kind of making the game we wish we had access to. And that you've played these original games, and the original Crash, formula, the original Crash feeling is so unique. It has that kind of what we call a perspective shifting kind of precision platforming, right? And no game feels like that. So honestly, like going back to that as a foundation was really, really refreshing for us because you don't get it anymore. And yet we have that kind of muscle memory and ingrained DNA at the studio of loving this way that this plays. And then on top of that, it's been 20 plus years since the original trilogy. It's been over 10 years since the last new Crash Bandicoot game. And so for us, it's then layering in things that we'd wanted to see in the game. It's layering in just ideas that we've had as being platformer fans as we go, and taking that kind of stable foundation and just going wild on top of it. So for us, it's looking at those original aspects and going, okay, how can we put the Toys for Bob spin on it? And how can we make it bigger? How can we make it crazier? How can we make it just really, really stand out and be fun? So yeah, so people can get their hands on Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on October 2nd. We're super excited for folks to finally get their hands on this. And thanks for joining us, and enjoy the rest of the show.